The shocking case of Kimberly Kessler.
It didn't but that was 1999, so maybe it was a little bit slower then.
Okay.
But I don't know, there's lots of people on the face of the planet, so maybe it still takes time. I'm not sure.
And it may be too that since you've had this alias for so long, you've probably done a lot of stuff since that time, and so you've actually kind of got you've got a history under that name, so it probably shows up in different databases and stuff like that. And that's just a guess, and maybe that's why it's happening like that.
Oh no, fingerprints are fingerprints.
Fingerprints are fingerprints, and I agree. but I haven't.
I didn't erase them with acid, so they are the same. Just saying.
And I agree with you, but I haven't run your fingerprints. And if St. John's did, they found you don't want your fingerprints.
I haven't. No, that's fine. I haven't talked to them in a while. I have cousins and all that. All my people are there.
Do you not want to spend time with them anymore, or just?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm ready to go back to being myself. I spent about 25 years running from the FBI and thought I could build a life for myself, and I've done nothing. I've been living I've been trying. I've been living in my car for the last over 2 years. It's not getting any better.
I would like to know, and I'm not the FBI, I'm not a federal law enforcement agent or anything like that, but, I kind of like to hear the background of why, for the last 25 years.
Pull it all up. Pull it up on the computer. Pull my name up. Pull it up. Kimberly Kessler.
And
you should be able to pull that up.
What I'll do
It'll be fascinating.
If you'll give me a minute, I'll step outside, and my crime analyst is actually here. And I'll give her that information and let her work on that.
Yeah, Kimberly Lee Kessler. It's kind of a silly middle name, isn't it? It's like my mom stuttered. I'm just saying, I never really cared for it. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just time. I'm 50 years old. I am 50, and I'm just.
That's quite.
It doesn't matter. Looks are deceiving, obviously. Some people look young, some people look whatever. It doesn't even matter.
You have children?
I do. I have a son. He is in North Carolina with his father.
On May 14, 2018, Jolene mysteriously disappeared. The chilling discovery of her SUV abandoned at a Home Depot parking lot only deepened the mystery. Surveillance footage showed Kimberly casually exiting the vehicle, as if everything was part of her plan. Days later, Kimberly was found at a rest stop, living in her car between massive semi-trucks. Her transient and secluded life now became more apparent than ever.
That's what got me going, running again in 1999. Child Protective Services snatched him while I was at work from the babysitter, and that really sent me over the edge. So, thankfully his father got him. He told me that the judge told him, or the judge said to CPS, why won't you give this man his son? Why are you fighting against him? And the judge made him get our son. And so thankfully my son is 20 years old now. I haven't seen him since he was 14 months old. I'm very grateful that his father got to raise him. I did not want him in foster care. It scared me to death. I couldn't even understand why they took him. So that set me on my last 19-year run. He was born in 1998. My son is Evan Everett Brooke, and I was under the name Christina Brooke at the time. Yeah, the names go on, don't they?
Wow.
And 25 years. I mentioned I've been running from the FBI. They'll have a list of everything. So
how long have you been cutting hair?
I've been cutting hair since I was a kid, but I actually got into the professional with a license 4 years ago.
I guess that works well if you're moving around a lot. I guess it's
no, you can wait tables or whatever. I have driven tractor and trailer, which I did in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Did I mention I'm wanted in Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Arizona? I also had a real estate license in Arizona. It goes on and on. So I just thought to myself, I'm going to make money. Well, no. It requires a special blessing from God. It also requires help. What I noticed in the last 25 years of being on my own, especially after my son was taken, I didn't let anybody get really too close to me. I did get into abusive relationships. That was foolish.
In the interrogation room, Kimberly holds nothing back. She reveals losing custody of her son in 1999, a pivotal moment that pushed her into a life of running. I didn't want my son in foster care, she says, her eyes briefly reflecting a glimmer of sadness. Is this a genuine moment of vulnerability or an attempt to elicit sympathy from the detectives? The story of a mother on the run for 25 years is as shocking as it is tragic.
And then I really kept everybody at arm's length, but never really let too many people get close to me. It is virtually impossible to take care of oneself by yourself. You can't do it.
It's funny because
You gotta have somebody. You gotta have a wife, or you gotta have people. You can't do it by yourself. So
it's amazing though that you know, for 25. I mean, it's amazing to me that you know, because you always hear about people going, oh my gosh, you know, I just want to start over. I just want to, you know, I just want to be somebody else. I just want a whole new identity.
No,
but then if you ever really look into it, I mean, it's
complicated.
It's complicated.
it's very complicated. It's very complicated. So yeah.
What is your son? Now, were you married to the guy that you had?
No.
Okay.
No.
So do they know that you're? I mean, where did they?
They know I'm running. They know I'm running.
So,
He's probably angry about it. I gave him, before I left, all I had to give him was an old Volkswagen Bug that I had. I was driving this. It was nice. Like they had a nice. The year Bug. It was like I don't know. It's all put together. So I think it was on the title maybe a '68 or something like that. It had a bus engine in it, 1776 dual Gallardo car, blah blah blah, whatever. But it was nice, like cute or whatever, but shiny. And
now, 68, was that a split window? Was it a split?
I don't remember. All I remember was it was blue.
We
And I could never do any work on it myself at all. Nothing. I couldn't even change the oil. Like, it complicated. It was
They're different.
And
It's got
adjusting
that
valves.
air-cooled engine, you know, and
Quarter turn, what? I never understood it.
As Kimberly continues, she reveals a relationship with a bank robber, a man she once hid in her apartment from the FBI. This detail exposes even darker aspects of her past. Fascinatingly, Kimberly never stops trying to charm the detectives, even recounting her time as a topless dancer, as if to add allure to her narrative. This calculated maneuver is a classic form of manipulation, often seen in individuals' psychopathic tendencies.
That's one of my first relationships in Arizona. He robbed banks. And I met him. I was working as a topless dancer, and that was before my truck driving debut. So, and I did that just for a little while. I love to dance, and I don't know. I was young, and you know, so I met him at a topless bar in Phoenix, and just started going out with him and whatever, and he was with me whenever he called somebody and they said, the FBI is looking for you. And he's like, oh my God. And then he tells me everything. Oh, I robbed these banks. So I'm like, you what? Wow. Here's me. Where's the money?
so
he had no money, and I hid him in my apartment, and that was like kind of almost the beginning.
Are you going to write a book one day?
I don't even know if anyone believes me. But the FBI has a record, so you know it's true, okay? Look it up. It sounds like a bunch of crap. Look it up. They have a record. It's true.
You've got an interesting story. That's
But he had where I was going with that, he had a Baja Bug. So.
Wow. So was that, and you said that was when it all first started. Is that when you kind of first went on the run?
No, I had two IDs at the time. I had myself and then my other ID, and I kind of started. I got my real estate license, and then that's when it started because I used my other ID and I got printed. Mm-hmm. And I had been printed once before. What was I printed once before for? I don't know. Pull it up. It's kind of like, just pull it up.
Okay.
Well, you've done pretty good being around for
25 years. Thank you.
It's tiring.
I'm 50, man.
It's got to be tiring though. You know, it's like.
Where's your favorite place at? Obviously, you travel around a lot.
I travel a little bit.
Kimberly proudly shares how she survived by changing identities and jobs across multiple states. It seems she wants to prove she has achieved what few could imagine, becoming a ghost for 25 years. But is this a testament to her cleverness or a prolonged act of despair? When discussing her relationships, she admits to keeping everyone at arm's length to avoid exposure, painting a picture of isolation and paranoia.
I don't know. See, like, I was always like looking for that heaven on earth, but there is no heaven on earth. So, and there's no perfect place.
Especially when you're by yourself, it's got to be tough to you know.
I'm pretty good by myself. Like, I just do a lot of prayer, so I always feel like I have God with me.
But
God wasn't really with me, because if He was, I would have made that money. But my granny and Pat,
God's with all of us. I mean, you know, I believe that personally. I really do.
Well, He gives us a chance for sure.
Absolutely.
But He didn't bless me. Like, He didn't care how hard I worked. It was like minimum wage, less than minimum wage. I'm like,
Are you okay if I ask my crime analyst to run the name?
Please do.
Because I'm
Run my
curious.
forensic
Now you got me. You got my
I'm glad I sparked your
curiosity.
interest. I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. Print me again.
You're not joking with me, right? You're not.
No, do it, please. You'll see my mug. I'll look a lot younger then.
Okay.
And thinner too. I won't be 200 pounds. I'll be about 20.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir. You know?
I'm making any difference. You can fit in the pants and zippers, not me.
Give me the full name.
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Stupid middle name Lee.
Lee,
Oh God. Kessler.
Kessler.
Just like the cheap whiskey that no one drinks.
Guess how old I'm gonna be this year? 50.
Good for you.
Guess what day?
Big 5-0.
Mine is 9. I turned 50, and well, you just had a birthday.
I just did. Yeah, just
Okay,
turned
mine's in
50.
September.
Okay.
So, yeah.
My mom was born in September. She
So
was born
was mine.
September 9th.
My mom's
1948.
My mom's is September 10th.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm a September guy too.
When the detectives leave the room to check Kimberly's records, they only find a missing person report from 2004. The contradiction between Kimberly's dramatic confessions and the factual records creates an even more suspenseful atmosphere. Is she fabricating her story? Or is there a deeper, more sinister truth yet to be uncovered? This lingering question amps up the tension, making it impossible to look away from what unfolds next.
Okay. Let me ask you this: I want to sit here and talk to you because you fascinate me. But if
Pull up the report from the FBI.
if I'm gonna go in there and pull it up, and you're wanted by the FBI,
I am wanted by the FBI.
Okay, are you right with me Mirandizing you in case I get back here and you're wanted
Too
for
much
something?
Sorry, what?
Reading you your rights. If you're wanted by the FBI,
Go
I'll come back
ahead.
in and talk to you.
That's fine.
Let me read these to you real quick, and then I'm gonna walk this out and let her see if you're playing a joke on me or not.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You'll see.
All right.
Print me.
All right. Have you ever had your Miranda rights read to you before?
Yeah, of course.
say
You'll
read?
see.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Read to you.
Read to you before?
Yeah.
Obviously, look
I'm
at
just sitting
my.
here to help them out. That's why
That's
keep an eye on them.
Okay. So you understand what I read to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go drop this off. I'll be right
Yay! Good job, Gemini.
We'll be back with you, Kim.
All right, I'll be right here.
back. Okay, so how much that? Wow, Kim.
I didn't lie.
Well, she's still working on stuff, but she found this right away.
Oh, my
Is that you?
people. Yeah, that's me. I was a lot younger back. So I've taken back and squinting my eyes. You know what? She wanted me to open my eyes there in Tennessee because they wanted to scan them and I wouldn't open them. See how
Really?
squinty my eyes are? The woman kept saying,
What, you
open
talking
your
about this
eyes.
one?
Open your eyes. No, this one. Open your
I was
eyes.
gonna say, your eyes look up.
Open your eyes. Why not?
Is that a driver's license photo?
Yep, open your eyes. I wouldn't do it. I like kept them squinted until she finally gave in and took the picture because I didn't want my eyes scanned.
It's not.
That's me with short hair.
It's
Took
not
short
saying
hair.
that you're wanted though. It's just saying that you're a missing person. Why would you be
No,
wanted?
no. I have aliases. I have IDs. I was Christina Brooke whenever I had my son Evan Brooke.
Well,
I was
what
Melissa
name are you wanted under
McKernan.
though?
I am Kimberly Kessler. That's
No. But you said you're wanted. You've been running from the FBI. Why? What do you?
So whenever they snatched my son,
Kimberly Kessler, a woman carrying countless identities, reveals a shocking truth. After losing custody of her son, she bought a gun and planned to take him back, but the plan failed, and she was arrested in Virginia. That moment marked the beginning of her life on the run. In Arizona, under the alias Melissa McKernan, she tried to rebuild her life. However, her fingerprints exposed her secret. Beneath Kimberly's composed exterior lies a deep fear, as she attempts to shift blame onto her mother for filing the missing person